Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on the day planner. So here's our forecast for today. The day before Idalia is the main weather player. And I think today we're going to have some patches of sunshine, some cloud cover, and definitely some pockets of showers. Those pockets of showers become more numerous later today and tonight. And we've got a pretty good chance to keep those temperatures maybe in the low 90s. That's it. Now we'll talk about those watches and warnings. We've got hurricane warnings for coastal areas in Franklin, Wakulla, and then from Jefferson County up through Brooks and Lowndes and all the way down. We've got tropical storm warnings just west of there. Now we expect tropical storm-like conditions where the tropical storm warning is. We expect hurricane-like conditions where the hurricane warnings are. Now those could be adjusted and tweaked based on the track of the storm, and I still think for at least a few more hours the track of the storm is still a little bit questionable because I do think it's going to change a little bit. As of 5 o'clock this morning, Idalia getting the upgrade to hurricane. We knew it was going to come, and here it finally did. At this point, it's finally done interacting with land, so it should have more time now to get a bit stronger. What's encouraging is it's moving a little faster to the north at 14, and it should continue with that quicker movement to the north. The faster the forward speed, the less time it sits over the waters to really absorb and fuel up from that warm water. I also think these little wobbles that it's been having so much will start to become less. But any little wobble now, any more movement north now could shift that cone a bit more west. Any more wobbles that shift it maybe a little bit more east early could shift that cone a little bit more east. So between now and the 11 o'clock advisory, I still think this cone is going to shift. And always remember, we don't focus on that icon in the middle of the cone. That's just really for aesthetics. You focus on the entire cone, and that really is most of the nature coast. It goes all the way to parts of Wakulla County, and it goes all the way down towards Pasco County. So a little bit of wobble either way could shift that cone back out over towards more areas west or more areas east, so it's still changeable, and that means you do the preparations, get your guard up, be ready. Always better to have prepared when you didn't need to than the other way around. Now this is moving quick enough where it should get in, out, and done. I think there's improving conditions starting on Thursday. Here's what it looks like on the satellite presentation. Not the most impressive looking one, but give it a few hours, especially once I think that visible satellite imagery starts to take over. We'll start to see that impressive convection in the middle. This is going to boom quite a bit. So we'll watch and we'll see how it moves as more north. And it definitely looks like it's been moving more north for the past couple of hours. We'll see if that continues, because remember, that movement to the north now likely shifts that cone more to the west later. Plenty of things to keep our eyes on. I've not loved a lot of the computer solutions. They've been all over the place with this one. These are hard, even for the computers to figure out. So what we do is we watch and we kind of figure out which ones we like the best, and then we make our own adjustments to them. Well, this computer, I think, has been doing a pretty good job. It still leans a little bit more west of where the National Hurricane Center track is, and I'm not convinced this one is the exact right solution. But what it's telling me, and I think the way we take away from all this, is we need to be ready for this, because I think by late tonight and early tomorrow, we're starting to get those bands. During the day tomorrow, we're going to get some serious wind and serious rain, especially early. And then once it moves away, now we start to talk about maybe a few wraparound showers and hopefully bringing in some cooler and drier air starting Thursday. Areas from Taylor County and south, 8 to 12 foot expectations for storm surge. There's nothing to say that that couldn't get extended farther back to the west if the cone shifts. So lots to keep our eyes on today. Please keep checking in. I'll have lots of updates here and all over the social media all day, all night, and all day tomorrow for sure. Now I see some showers in spots on the Wakulla County coast and in the Taylor County area. I also see some showers in southern Dixie County. Some of these will drift a little bit more north. Other showers will develop at times today, and these are way out ahead of the tropical system. Tonight, we start to get those bands of rain. They'll be much more serious. So if you've got some more stuff to do around the house, outdoors today to make sure it's all ready for the storm, today is the day to do it. And earlier, of course, will be better than later because it won't be as hot as it will be in the middle of the afternoon. Most of our temperatures between 72 and 77 and not really moving all that much this morning. It's not super breezy out there just yet. I do think we're going to start to feel that breeze freshen by the afternoon, by the evening, first out of the southeast, then out of the east. And then we'll see how those winds really perk up tonight and tomorrow as the storm itself gets closer. You see here on the Futurecast by 6 o'clock tonight, we're talking still hit or miss showers. But by 10 o'clock tonight, now we're talking some of those bands. And that may be a little bit aggressive and a little bit early, But as long as that forward speed keeps doing what it's doing, maybe we do start to see some decent bands before midnight and quite a bit in the overnight period. So tonight into tomorrow, that's when it starts. Through the first half of tomorrow at least, that's when it's at its peak. Once we get past that, we start looking for clearing by Thursday. And you know what? That's a pretty nice looking Labor Day forecast for the weekend. But we've got bigger things to deal with first. And of course, that's all about Idalia.